So with Google Earth, you can capture video. I'm sure some of you might already know how to do this already. There is this record a tour option here. And if you choose this option, you can basically record all the movement that happens on the Google Earth plane here. So for instance, if I zoom in to a site, let's say I want to zoom into St. Louis. So I might have for instance, on the side here, a marker that will take me to, say, St. Louis. So I think I have one. If I don't have one, I'll just make one. So I'll just zoom into St. Louis real quick. You'll see, this is actually super easy. I'll make actually I'll close out of this. I'll make a little place mark for St. Louis, right? And then if I ever double click on this pin mark here, if I zoom out or whatever, if I double click on that pin mark, it'll go back to that view. So, for instance, if I was doing a project about outer space, and if I want to show asteroids hitting the Earth, like some students are doing, what I do is I click on the record a tour button here, and you see this little red circle here that allows me to record. You hit that record button, and I just double click in St. Louis. I just don't do anything else. And right now it's recording this footage as a zoom in. So that's a 10-second animation. If I play it again, you'll see it's recording down here. It's gonna basically allow us to capture this as a footage, right? So now this has been saved. So I click on the save icon next to it. I'll call this one STL zoom. Okay, and then you have STL zoom on the side here. Then all you gotta do is if you have Google Earth Pro, just go to Movie Maker, and then choose high quality video. Choose the tour, the STL zoom, see right here, zoom. And you can choose a resolution. You can do 1080, 720, whatever resolution. Let's just do the highest one, which is 1080. You choose your frames per second, which is you should choose 30 at least. And then you should check advanced, and I would recommend choosing record as image stream, this last option here, because then you can record as a JPEG sequence that you can import into After Effects. So I choose this, everything else looks fine, then just choose a location. So I'm just gonna save on my desktop, make a folder, call this one Zoom. Save it in there and call this one Zoom. I just click create movie. So now it's creating this, it's recording. It looks weird now, but trust me, it'll look fine when it's done. So I'll just pause it. So when it's done, you go back to your, the folder. I saved it in the Zoom folder right here. And you see it has all these frames saved out. And each one should be HD resolution. So then all you do is you do what I showed you a few classes ago, which is you go to After Effects, right? You go into the project window here, you bring in that footage. So I'll go to my desktop, go to Zoom, just click on the first frame. You don't have to click, actually you don't have to select everything, you just need to click on the first frame, then just check the import JPEG sequence, and that should just do it. And then just bring it in here, and then you have it should be playing, yes. Now you have an animation of that zoom in. And it's rendering right now, so it's a little choppy, but when you actually render it to video, it should be very smooth. And then you might notice that in the corner here, you have the Google Earth thing, and you might think that's not very nice. So I would recommend just clicking on the footage and adding a mask. And the way you do that, you just click on the footage, you click on this rectangle tool, and just draw a rectangle, and just kind of cover up those the Google Earth thing. And then maybe just make a background that's black. So I'll draw a rectangle. Without the footage selected, I'll draw a rectangle, and that makes a background, and it's already set to a black fill. So now you have a nice piece of footage of zooming into the Earth. You can add all the color effects, you can add whatever you want, and it actually looks not half bad, right? So that's it. That's how you get footage out of Google Earth, and that will end this.